Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of Late Night Crap Talk. Let's get that countdown timer started.
Yeehaw! It's 10 p.m. or no, it's 9:50 p.m. and it's Friday night, so you know where we are.
We're on the internet.
Yay!
Everywhere.
We're here. It's time.
With today's technology, we could have somebody sitting at the top of Mount Everest with a Wi-Fi connection, or a deserted, lonely island with that SpaceX global internet thingy.
Yeah.
You could be on the moon, and there are some moon men watching our show right now.
I know, right?
Totally. It is amazing.
I know. It's just like the technology out there and like all the USB business. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I have some USB things to talk about today.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. I got some fun stories from the powwow over in Imperial Beach last weekend.
Oh, that sounds like fun. F-U-N-N.
You left out 3 N's. It was fun. Got it. Hey, 8 minutes and 35 more seconds to go. Come on, clock.
Oh my goodness. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Folks, if you're on, let us know who you are, where you're from, and share.
I know, you guys. So if you share and you let people know about our show, they may not have thought about our show, right? So you're like, hey, everyone, check out this show. And then they'll say to you, hey, so-and-so, I'm really glad you shared that show because basically I learned about a really cool show that's going on every Friday night at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I learned something really cool, or I just had such a great time. I laughed so hard. Milk came out of my nose.
Are you talking about Jay and Silent Bob's opera talk that happens on Friday night at 10?
No, I'm talking about late night
crap talk. Here you go. As a matter of fact, we are the top-rated Friday night talk show on
about late night and craft talk.
Yeah, late night top-rated craft talk late night show on either Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, on our respective channels. We should make efforts to see if we can be on Pluto TV. Which, folks, if you don't know what that is, that's a streaming effort, live television that plays a lot of D-grade shows.
No, we wouldn't be on Pluto. We'd be like on Paramount Plus or like Disney Plus.
Oh, we'd be on Disney Plus. There's the tiered program. You get general programming on Disney Plus, and then you have to pay a premium to watch Late Night Craft Talk. Did you see that Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, came out on Disney Plus today?
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And, talk about that and the final episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I couldn't stand it, and I watched the last few minutes. Holy cow, that is amazing. It's some folks who can't give away can't do spoilers, but it is pretty amazing. It ranks right up there with
my mom is watching it right now. I can hear her.
She's not watching the show?
I'm hearing lightsabers going on in the background.
Are you sure that's not Dan slicing bread?
No, that's my mom.
Your mom's slicing bread?
No, my mom's watching. I'm pretty sure she's watching Kenobi right now.
Okay. Well, tell her not to give away.
Right. So right now she's watching Kenobi, but on Friday night, guess what she's watching?
Jay and Silent Bob's opera talk.
No, she's watching Late Night Craft Talk.
Better. I will go over there and voice my disappointment.
My mom really loves our show, actually. She is probably one of our biggest fans over Maya.
Better watch this show. Maya's the president of the Friday Night Monster Hunter Squad.
She always comes over and she's like, I just really liked your show tonight. It was so much fun. And I always like hear her talking about it because she's my
Did you
mom.
quiz her and what happened during the show to make sure she's not being?
She loves watching it because I think that she just thinks it's really cool. We're putting on some, interesting show, interesting topics, whatnot.
Yeah. My mom watches the show regularly too. Matter of fact, she wasn't able to watch it a lot.
Does she watches it?
Routinely. She wasn't able to watch it on Friday night because she was in Parker with my little brother last weekend. But on like Saturday mid-morning, I started getting these notifications. Comment. And I'm going, oh, my mom's watching the show. And I text her going, so what part are you on? Oh, she's like, don't text me right now. I'm 30 minutes into it. I said, don't give away. Don't tell me what happens at the end. She goes, okay.
Nice.
The boat sank at the end.
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking Titanic. All right.
Yes.
4 minutes, folks. 4 minutes till we go. Matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever get on YouTube and see like deleted scenes from movies?
Not really on YouTube. Like I might watch it on the back of a DVD or something.
Okay, there's one. It just happened to pop up on TikTok, and I went over to YouTube to watch the whole thing. You know, at the end of Titanic, where Rose drops that jewel or whatever the name of that jewel is in the ocean that Jack Dalton stole for her, but she had it. They had it, and then she kept it all those years.
Yes.
Okay, you remember that? All right. The scene, the guy was running the boat that brought her on because he's looking for that necklace with that crazy jewel diamond, whatever is in it. Rose is actually like on the stern of the ship, and she's about to drop it, and they see her doing that on a security camera, and like Rose's great granddaughter, whatever she is, and the dude Bill Paxton, I think, played the guy that ran the boat, actually go over and confront her. And she's standing there saying, don't come closer, I'll drop it. There's a whole 3-minute scene there. I know it doesn't change that doesn't change the price of tea in China or anything, but I had no idea there was that deleted scene. It was kind of neat.
Cool.
All right, so apparently that affects world news today.
Yeah, I just thought it's gonna be really fun that I just decided I'm gonna pop on you during the middle of the show.
Darn it. It's gonna be surprise. I hate surprises.
Yeah, you're gonna be like
good.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. 2 minutes, folks.
Yes.
Tonight is USB gadgets.
I know we're talking about USBs. I don't know if you guys know about USBs. You remember what those other device? My mom would know what it is. Remember the back in the day when you had this connector that had all these pins and they're all like it was a huge chunky thing and you had to screw it on.
32 pin connectors, all this other stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Leah.
Boards.
Come here. Come on, my little naughty baby. She's so naughty. I don't know.
Prince's Law? Yes. All right. 1 minute, folks. Just over a minute.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Matter of fact, Svea, I got a question for you about USB.
Yeah.
Can you spell USB?
Yes.
All right. Then tell me how to spell USB.
USB.
Oh, wow. Somebody can pass that third grade spelling bee, and it ain't me.
You know what? It's crazy that it's literally the word is the spelling. Because you know how have you thought about when you hear the word orange and it's do you mean a color? Do you mean a fruit? It's kind of like one of those things where it's kind of like that, I think.
You got me thinking of at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, where's the at? Which would be a good question because those things are so big. God help you, you'll lose one. All right, folks. We only have 20 seconds to count down. Hey, you ready for countdown?
It's almost time to count down.
Yeah, almost. Are you ready for countdown?
Yes, I am.
All right. We rehearsed this earlier, folks. We're not going to mess it up this time. Here we go. Getting ready. Starting at. We're not going to mess it up. We rehearsed it. We're well rehearsed. We're beginning at 5,
10,
7,
6,
3,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Let's start the show.
showtime, and let's get it going. It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Svea and James Hermes. On this week's show, USB gadgets. Svea and James talk about the cool things you can find that aren't just a regular peripheral computer accessory. You know, when the person who invented the USB drive dies, the lowers coffin into the grave, realize they put it in the wrong way and have to do it all over again. USB curse. It's time to start the show. Boom!
Princess Leia is waving. She's like, hi.
I bet you couldn't hear me saying anything.
I didn't hear you say anything.
Because I was dancing. I'll do a reenactment. Boom. But I had to turn on the button to my USB microphone.
Oh, yeah. No, I did not hear that.
Because it's powered by USB. Not USA, USB.
Yes, this is true.
All right. So, reminder, folks, why we have this show every week and what this is.
So, hey, everyone. If you have never checked into our show before, we do our show every week, and it is filmed live and sometimes pre-recorded, but it's still filmed live, and we air it live regardless if it's live or pre-recorded. And we love to Oh my goodness, wait a second. Oh my gosh, I just realized something.
What?
Hold on a second.
What are we waiting on? The banner. And
yeah,
we switch sides.
Yes. So we do the show every week to entertain you, teach you something, and, inspire you, teach you something. But if you do like what you see, please do like and subscribe to our channels on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all the avenues, so that you can be notified that we have a live show every week and be like, oh yeah, there's that really fun show I watched. It was awesome. I learned something.
And after you get done watching Jay and Silent Bob's Opera Talk, we'll tune into Late Night Craft Talk.
Yes, and late night.
Actually, do the last one first and the first one last.
Take it, flip it, and then flip it, and we're good. So
you mean this?
Yeah.
It's like a okay.
Yeah, so, hey, James, what's been going on with Elk Rack this week?
Yeah, ask me while I'm eating something. All right. Last weekend, we were at the Powwow by the Sea in Imperial Beach, California. We were out there Saturday, Sunday. Incredibly cool weather. And there's always great to see people, but there was something particular about this powwow that people come in, maybe it's the beach, maybe, I don't know, the atmosphere, but everybody was just in a really good mood.
Aww.
And there was people that said, I haven't seen you since 2019. I wanted to get this. Or, I saw this. We want to get that. And we're hoping to see you this time. Mind you, we were back there weekend before Christmas last December because the organizers decided to have the powwow, another powwow there at the park right by the pier, and then do it again. Move it back to the regular time, Father's Day weekend. So it was a lot of fun. Just a great weekend. I wish I had some pictures to show. I forgot to load them up for the show, but there's some guys that go out and go on the beach and do the sand sculpture right by the opening of the pier. And every year they do a different sand sculpture pertaining to the powwow. This year they did a giant pipe. What's commonly and still a misnomer, a peace pipe, but that with giant eagle feathers coming down, and it was just really amazing. So all that, but I did have a first time, something that's never happened at a powwow before. Sometimes we get very interesting people that come over, visit the booth. And I had an individual that tried to buy a couple dream catchers with a used lottery ticket.
Wow.
And he goes, can I use this? I heard it's a winner right there. I can pay with this. I heard it's a winner. Take a look. And I went, well, unfortunately, there's a company policy that we don't accept lottery tickets as a form of payment. And I really don't want to endanger my job. I'm sure you can understand that. And he goes, yeah, I get it. I went, okay, thank you. It's just, I can't work with you on that one. And it's just a company policy. And I don't want to get fired. And it worked.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, there's a couple other people standing there and they just went, has that ever happened to you before? That's weird. I went, first for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was an interesting experience. Otherwise, the weekend, just amazing. And very fun visiting folks there and seeing them again. So really, really, just a really great fun weekend with everybody. And also something that happened there. I had a few people, probably actually not a few, it was like a dozen times, but I had several people walk up and go, now, mind you, last week's show was about cheese. They walk up to me on Saturday, most on Saturday, a few on Sunday, going, so how'd you like that cheese sandwich with the banana?
No, the peanut butter and jelly with the cheese.
With cheese. They're like, how'd you like that? And I went, you watched the show. How you doing? Thank you for watching. And every person goes up and goes, what is your favorite type of cheese? Just out of the blue. And I went, you watched the show. This happened a bunch. Matter of fact, friend of the show, and I am completely forgetting his name. My apologies to you. He did the
Will.
Will, that's yes. Will, who's been on friend of the show. He's been on a couple times. He has a store down in Chula Vista. He makes t-shirts, and he came on our Halloween show to talk about his favorite ghost story because
Native Roots and Island Blue.
Thank you. Native Roots and Island Blue. Thank you, Svea. Since I apparently am not doing my part. I deserve that. So, but I started talking to him. He was at the powwow and had a booth there. And I'm talking after powwows, we're packing up, and he goes, yeah, I had some people come up today going, I remember your ghost story. And I'm like, welcome to my world. He goes, I had like several people this weekend. They're like, I saw you that one. They have a good memory because you was on way back in October.
Yeah, last year.
Will made that awesome an impact on our show, and it's always having great Will on. But I was kind of like, yeah, welcome to my world, dude. I had it all weekend.
Yeah,
so we definitely have a lot of viewers in San Diego.
Yes,
so that's another cool story to relay. And with that, what's going on at Dancing Bear Indian Trader?
So, had lots of house stuff that I was doing this week. Okay. We had last week we had our a live, and that was really awesome. And it's really weird. We got like a copyright notification. I cannot believe that ridiculousness. I disputed that in a hot second because I had a copyright notification on my original footage that I made for that live. I didn't have any recording noises happen, nothing. And I got a notification that I had a copyright infringement. I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh, yeah. And you know what's
Did it give you a timestamp on what it is or what it might be?
Yeah, but I didn't have anything. There was no music in the background. It was me just talking with everyone. So there's no way. There's no way. There was like a ding on my phone, but that is like, anyway, there's no way. There's no way.
These things are, folks, we've actually gotten a handful of copyright notifications, violations. And we dispute every one that we can. And there's others we just don't mess with.
This is weird because this was really like some company from Argentina or Russia or some weird random place. I'm like, this is just BS.
Yeah, so, we've had copyright notifications over one time when we did an astronomy thing. We talked about the moon. We had a copyright notification for showing a picture of the moon. There's companies out there that will copyright or claim copyright from different countries with just weak laws or ridiculous laws and dispute it. And they basically just do a compass everything, just throw it out there, shotgun effect, and try to get you to pay up or do it. And it's just, we've gotten a handful of them, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. You can't copyright the moon. It was our own photo of the moon.
It's like, wow. And what was crazy is that I actually saw one of the someone I know that is in the bead industry, He had done original content video, and he got tagged as well. So I think that there's actually a group of people that are going around trying to tag people. It's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. There's companies that do it. It's just like patent infringements. They go out, they buy all these expired patents, and then try to look for something loose against that and sue everybody around.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like, this is totally original content. Yeah. So we actually had, we were showing a bunch of new, what were we showing? A bunch of delicas. We just got a whole bunch of new delicas in. Mm-hmm. And we've been adding things to our website. There's a whole bunch of pictures that we've been adding, but there's so much new product. And I've been so behind with work because of just, personally, we're going through like trying to sell our place and trying to buy a place. And so, and then plus, I'm getting ready for my friend's wedding that's happening this weekend. So I'm super excited. I'm actually, wearing the rose gold and have my nails painted rose gold. So I'm just all ready for this wedding. I'm very excited about it. She's been my friend since I was 12 years old. So I've known her for a really long time. So I'm very excited about this.
That would be at least 10 years.
I know, right? And and then plus we're dealing with the Marvel thing, which I'm really excited about.
That is really cool.
I'm just gonna say, keep saying we're just doing the Marvel thing, which is very exciting. We're going to be in a future episode that's going to air in 2025. So
movie or TV?
TV show.
Okay, one of the Disney Plus miniseries.
It's going to be a Marvel.
2025.
That's when it's going to air.
They really do put stuff out there.
Yeah,
they plan well ahead of time.
I remember they were talking about it at D23. Which is the Disney, it's the Disney convention. It's kind of like Comic-Con, but for Disney. Mm-hmm. I remember them talking about it like 3 to 5 years ago. They were talking about Boba Fett. They were talking about Kenobi. They were talking about other series. I don't know if they announced.
Maybe all the CGI they do really does take a lot of time to get that kind of quality stuff happen. Pretty amazing. All right.
Yeah. So basically, my friend just sent me a text message I'm going to freak out about.
Don't read the text message till after the show, otherwise you'll be going, oh!
No! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm flipping out.
Well, you gonna share since we're talking about it during the show and we're supposed to put our phone on silent?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, do share. What our audience is curious.
So I don't know if this will pop up on my camera. Nope. Okay, so what it is, basically, my friend and I are like nuts about Disney stuff. And they are going to have it's a Disney Halloween 12-piece set. It's a whole bunch of little resin. It's like a haunted house with trick-or-treaters and lights. And it's this like little, how they have like those Halloween or the Christmas houses and stuff. So it's the same idea, but it's Halloween and it's Disney. It is so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm going to flip out when I see that. I go there all the time. Anyway, I go to Costco all the time. But anyway, going back to my thing. But they do pre-plan all that stuff like way out in advance. So being 3 years makes perfect sense because they film the footage, then they have to edit it, and they have to put everything together. So yeah, it totally makes sense. It takes time to make all that content. People watch it in like 20 minutes, like, oh my gosh, I wish it was longer. And it's like,
yeah, the Imagineers or whatever Disney calls their animators are going,
It's like, oh, that movie was so good. I wish it was 20 minutes longer.
Kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but we, my mom and I watched this really funny movie. It's called Lost City. Have you seen it? Heard of it? It has
No.
Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
Oh, I did. That's on Paramount Plus.
Channing Tatum. I call Channing Tatum.
I love the extended cameo from Brad Pitt. That was hilarious.
Oh my goodness, that was a really funny movie. I watched it 2 times. I really enjoyed it. I watched it with Dan, and then I put it on for my mom. It was on Paramount Plus, so it's on the TV. So, and I'm gonna have to watch that Doctor Strange thing.
Have you never been able to get a Doctor Strange? I did watch the Lost City of Z, or what was it called?
Lost City.
Lost City. Lost City of Z is something else with the dude that played the leader of the biker gang in Sons of Anarchy. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. Always forget. But yeah, that was fun. It was good to see Sandra Bullock in a role after the seriousness of her last movie, I believe, which was Gravity, because that was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
Gravity is heavy. But yeah, so but I just loved how she had a pink sequin outfit and she was tied to a chair and they were just moving around on the chair. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm remembering that. It's coming back to me because it's been a few weeks. But I remember that. I like how she did that. She was trying to protect the dress, and her agent was like threatening other people.
Alone.
Yeah. Channing Tatum was hilarious in that.
Channing Tatum?
Isn't that his name?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. I keep wanting to say Tanning.
Well, I'm just proud I remembered somebody's name off the top of my head.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. He was in was in that movie about the stripper.
Yeah, Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Yes, and he was also in The Kingsman, Golden Circle.
Yes.
He's been in a lot of really good movies.
I liked him in there was the G.I. Joe movies.
No, but he's really a good dancer. He actually danced in this movie. He danced in The Kingsman Golden Circle. He was dancing in that one too.
Yeah, well, you know what? Magic Mike. I think I'm a good dancer. We're gonna have to do a CGI one thing where I'm gonna have to do a dance off with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, actually, maybe you can just call him up and say, "Hey, Channing, let's do a dance off."
I'll call him right now.
Yeah, that's the challenge, James. Yes, exactly. You should call him right now.
He's not answering.
Oh, okay. He's probably watching the show.
Too late at night. He needs a booty sleep.
He's probably watching the show right now.
Didn't want to interrupt. Being polite. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
It's that time.
Oh, it is?
Yep. We got to get on to the show subject, but I got to share one more thing.
Okay.
At the powwow, guess who came up to the booth to say hi?
Maya?
The president of the Friday Ninja Monster Hunter Squad, Maya, with some of her friends. So, Maya, good to see you again.
Yes, she's like...
Can't finish the show without doing that shout out.
She actually told me, when are you going to come to a powwow? I'm like, Verona.
That's the next one. I've got... Well, your next show is Verona, right?
Yeah.
Weekend? Yeah, I'll be at Wrightwood Mountaineer Days the weekend immediately after 4th of July. And then I will be at a rodeo the 3rd weekend of August in San Juan Capistrano, then Verona Powwow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Otherwise, Palm Springs Village Fest every Thursday. So, folks, on to tonight's show. USB, spelled U-S-B. And it stands for Universal Serial Bus. Why does it mean that? What does that mean? Well, we're not going to get into that because we don't get all technical, crazy.
We don't talk about science or technology ever.
Ever.
We don't ever explain how things work. We don't ever mansplain things.
Which I'm real good at. Can we do a STEM episode when they release the first science photos from James Webb Space Telescope in July?
Sure.
Awesome. Mansplaining. All right. Yeah. So
look at his headless right now.
And you talk about the design of a mansion, you had to have a headless Hell, there's Princess Leia on there too.
Yeah. So do you have a
Okay.
slide? Do you have a slide?
I'm not going to show an introductory slide to the subject.
No? Oh, I thought you had one. Okay.
Well,
Hey,
yes, I
Jim.
do. But well, let's get it. Well, that we still have to get into the intro for that. So, Universal Serial Bus, it's been around for a while, but you probably didn't realize just the whole variety of gadgets that can be plugged in and powered by USB. Some very useful, some you scratch your head at.
Yes. Hey, James.
Yes.
Do you know what the most used USB item is?
Flash drive?
I think the most used USB drive is an actual mouse.
Mine's Bluetooth.
And for 2020, I think the most common used USB drive item is a webcam.
Webcam.
Right?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I could have retired and bought a island of the Caribbean if I own a webcam company. All right.
Exactly.
Totally. So with this, these devices are powered by this generally 5-volt or half an amp or 5-volt electric item can power a whole variety of items. And with this, we're going to answer, I think I talked burped again. We're going to show some items. Ready, Svea? Should we do this?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, we have, starting with USB gadgets for around the home.
Ooh.
This is one of your tool heads, guys might like. What we have here in this first picture is, and this is a rechargeable one, a combination measuring tape and laser.
Ooh,
I
that's
think I see a pencil sharpener at the top.
I think Dan needs one of those.
Dan probably does. Dan is probably watching the show going, oh, I just spent $15 on Amazon just now. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Don't say the A word.
On that online shopping forum that may or may not be owned by Mr. Bezos. Okay. So we have that. Let's look at the next item. And some of these are pretty interesting. Our next one is a USB planetarium showing stars in no particular order.
That's pretty cool. That's like lava light cool.
I like lava lights a lot.
Actually, you know what? I had a lava light in the back room and I never plugged it in. And once we moved, or once we were working on cleaning up this place, I actually put my lava lamp in the kitchen. It's like in the kitchen living room, and I look at it every day and I love it. And it actually looks like little grapes. It's clear water with purple lava.
Lava? Dangerous volcanic lava?
Yes, purple lava.
Well, that's just crazy. It's like space lava, and no wonder you need to redo your tile because it burned. All right, so that's the planetarium because that just looks like the stars at night, but it's the effect. The next one we have is a USB-powered mini vacuum cleaner.
Ooh, you know what? This would be fun if we did like The Price is Right. We're like, and you can win a USB mini vacuum cleaner.
It's got the little hose. Definitely something that's not going to be a shop vac level, but it'll get rid of the crumbs off the keyboards if you eat crackers around your keyboard or Oreo cookies.
Yes.
All right. So that's what we have there. The next item, and this is going to get pretty fun. Now we have the USB lighter. It looks like an extreme BIC, but it's operating off what's called an arc current.
You know what? You could probably zap someone with that for fun.
True story. My dad bought me one for Christmas. Supposed to be real fancy. It was kind of low end, but he bought it. And I'm looking at going, this is just like a taser.
Yeah.
And I went, you know what? I'm going to try this because, you just got to see if that pan on the fire with a raging fire underneath it is hot or not.
Did you video yourself? Because that would have been funny.
No, but I should have. So it went, and I touched it and went, whoa. It's like a ticker line on a cattle in a pasture.
Yeah.
It shocked me good. So, yeah. You can light a cigar, a match, campfire, and take down a criminal.
Probably could seriously start a fire with that. You got to be careful.
Well, it's a lighter because, that's what it does.
Yeah.
So, USB lighter. Next we have is USB film development.
Oh, yeah. So this is what I use. I have one that's just like this, but it actually does slides. It does slides. It does negatives. And what's really awesome is I have a picture from my grandfather of Disneyland from 1960. It was 1960. Yeah, it was July. It was June 1960. And I have pictures of a whole bunch of pictures of Disneyland from June 1960. They're so cool. And I'm working on cleaning them up because they're all super duper. Like some of the slides turned orange. So I have to color correct them. But it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah. I'm curious. Why does this thing look like it's made of cardboard?
I don't know.
It's just like it's like the Google glowing chrome. It's basically cardboard with a plastic lens to do VR.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. Now, next we have is where things get more interesting. This is a USB fan.
And it's the temperature.
It also tells the time and gives you the temperature.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
And you can do little messages across it too.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. She needs to go out really quick.
Okay.
I have to put her in her area.
Her area.
Yeah.
So apparently she's going to put her on Dan's side of the bed because she has to go to the bathroom. So folks, while Svea is gone, let's have this opportunity to have a little fun. Because I never do this when Svea leaves, and I'm going to start now. When Svea comes back, start commenting about Svea. What is it with that one little hair that's sticking up like alfalfa from our gang? And she's back. Hello, Svea. I was just talking to the audience about a wholesome conversation.
I totally heard you. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're just trying to play innocent, but you think you heard me say something with the audience. We were being
look, I don't
played a straight game, folks.
I don't have anything sticking up on my head.
I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, really?
If you think I was, it's your coincidence.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So with that, let's go back. We have that cool little fan right there. Where's there? Okay. So we have a cool fan that tells time.
That's fun.
I wonder if you could find one that can do TV.
Ooh, that'd be kind of
ring cam.
Well, there are like those Ferris wheels. Have you seen it where there's a Ferris wheel over in the Irvine Spectrum where they have a mesh of USB something. I don't know how they're doing it because it's clear during the day. And in the nighttime, it actually is a full screen and it actually shows all kinds of advertisements and different things. It's pretty cool.
That kind of reminds me of Casino Morongo. You driven by there at night?
I haven't been over to that in a long time because I rarely take the tent out.
A few years ago, I'm driving up it's early in the morning. I'm driving up to a powwow over in LA, and they've got the LEDs on the top of the hotel, and this is Morongo Indian Reservation, folks. It's a very large, tallest building in Riverside County. Their casino. They have all this advertising what's going on there, and apparently somebody wasn't paying attention. There was a crash because on the hotel was the blue screen of death.
Oh no!
The blue screen. They're using a PC system, and you can see the little cursor in the blue screen. I'm just like, whoopsie.
You know what? I remember seeing that on where the 60 and the 215 split, and there's all those auto centers on the on the west side going south. I remember one of the screens being like someone's desktop, like a long time. And I was like, whoopsie.
That's too funny. All right, next we have, folks, is the mini USB washing machine. Don't try to wash your coveralls or your hat or a big load of laundry, but you can definitely wash your watch.
That's so weird. Like, why I'd be like, oh, let me pull out my little mini USB washing machine so I can wash my watch. I mean, that's kind of weird.
Because you may just need to wash your napkin right there on the spot.
It's just kind of weird. I don't know.
But it's something you might have a use around the house. And folks, if you think this is weird, it's like, who would use that? Well, you get one, and then all of a sudden you realize that you had a need for this you never realized.
You're like, oh my god.
Or you just create one.
Live without it now.
What?
I can't live without it
Did
now.
you just realize how are you able to live that, 25 years, 25 years old, that 25 years without this?
Exactly.
We'll go with it. Next we have, this is where it gets interesting, USB hairbrush with a misting feature.
Oh, that could work nice actually, because if your hair is kind of kinked funny and you're trying to straighten it, you could actually brush your hair and steam it, and it actually will straighten it out.
Doesn't look like it's steaming. It just looks like it's misting water out of it.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Next we have is Dancing Groot.
That's actually good for like some of the people doing the braiding the hair at powwows.
Dancing Groot?
No, the USB hair mister.
I can totally see that. Definitely.
I bet
All right.
you that
Next we have Dancing Baby Groot, which is probably the coolest thing on here.
now we're gonna see those at all the powwows. I'm just telling you.
Absolutely, from the late night craft talk push, right there it is.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think that's something you can only order if you live in Korea.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we need to import it, and we should put our name, Late Night Craft Talk, on it.
We'll slap it on there and sell it for 3 easy payments of $29.99.
Yes, and it only has free. It has shipping handling of $14.95.
Yeah.
But if you order it right now, you're going to get a second one for $5 and $14.95 shipping and handling.
Okay. This might be the time for something we've never done before on the show. And Svea and I have been planning this for a while because it just popped in my head about 12 seconds ago. If we're going to push this, we do the Rompo Peel thing with the hairbrush.
Yeah.
Should we give ourselves about 20 seconds to go grab a prop and see if we could improvise a commercial right now for it?
Oh my gosh, no, I can't run around right now. My neighbor downstairs already gets mad at us dropping the baby gates because the dogs knock them over. I can't run around on the floor here. He'll just have a cow.
No, I mean, just quickly go over and grab some props and we just go improvise a commercial right now. You just can't tiptoe on over and grab a hairbrush or something?
I don't even know if I can think of something that creative right now. I think you should do it.
Okay.
Okay, James, go.
I'm going to go. And Svea, be respectful of our audience.
Go now.
I'm afraid. I'm going.
Okay, guys. You know how he always wears that green hat? I did not see any comments from you guys before. Is it green? Like, what color is that hat? I just don't know, everyone. You know, it's always like you guys play along with this thing with James's little jokes that he does on me. And you're like, oh, yes, man, what shoes you put on? Your shoes untied. But I have not seen anyone comment about James's hat and what color is it and ask him, what color is your hat? Because it does not, I don't know, is it green? Is it brown? Is it gray? I don't even know what color it's supposed to be. So I just think you guys should say something about that. I'm just saying. So anyway, how's your day? Now I'm like trying to kill time. So, but yeah, today was really cool. We were talking about all the Marvel stuff today. We're planning out like our whole booth space and putting it all together. So I'm excited about that.
Folks, how have you been? I'm just getting the long hair right here and I'm getting into character. Now, you want to narrate while you act it out?
Oh, I want to hear you narrate yourself. Okay. I think this would be interesting.
All right. Let me go ahead and highlight here. So, folks, if you have, well, that's not the one I wanted. Go with this. Well, show me or Svea?
Show James.
Show me. We'll just go with this then. Okay. I'm not going to figure this out now. Folks, have you ever gotten up and tried to watch Late Night Craft Talk, but you want to look your best for James and Svea? But your hair's just so messy because you've been eating dinner and it's up late and you've been drinking too much Pepsi. Have I got a deal for you? Try Late Night Craft Talk's USB brush. And you're thinking, well, it's a USB. Well, you're watching the show from your computer. All you got to do is take a cord, like right here. It's not long enough. Take that cord. It plugs in easily into the end of the hairbrush because it's got a receptacle. And you just plug in the computer and you think, wow, but I need to get a permit at the same time. Well, here at Late Night Craft Talk, we got you covered. It's a steaming brush. It's steaming cool. And you just take it and brush your hair, and you'll be like, oh wow, I can follow the fashion tips from James because Svea is just too purpley. And with this, it is easy to use because it's USB. It makes it plug and play, which means this hairbrush will work on any head of hair. Even Kelly Wallace. It will work.
So how much is it? I want to buy one.
This could be yours for 15 easy payments of $16.99 and 7/10. But if you order now and use the coupon code Svea, wow, you get a second comb. And you got to think, what the second comb, but it has a USB cord too. I'm pulling stuff out of it because we use brush dog. Not just a dog brush, but anyway, you could get a second comb, but you're thinking, wow, it's just a comb. No, USB plugs into it, and it can be a blender. You can comb your hair in the same thing, blend a drink.
But does there
take it out and have fruit colored smoothie hair?
So does it have a braiding function?
Yes. You take it in your hair, you put on the USB cord, and it will give you curls. Some manual operation is required.
That's very cool.
So if you order now to get our hairbrush that will work on any head of hair, including Vin Diesel in his latest movie, and the hairbrush and blender, and use coupon code Svea, wow, you can get both for only 14 easy payments of $52.22. Visa and MasterCard accepted. We do not accept Bitcoin.
Do you take American Express? Do you take American Express?
No.
Do you take lottery tickets for payments?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because we have a better chance of winning the lottery with somebody buying than people actually buying both hairbrushes, much less one. Okay. And with that, folks, is our commercial.
That was pretty impressive. I was very impressed. That was fun.
I watch a lot of Earl.
Yeah, you do. I can see that.
My office after this.
I see the influence of Earl on your office space.
Totally. Giant USB cords behind me. Should we go back to the subject?
Yes.
All right, folks. Dancing group. Next we go on to the subject of USB gadgets for around the office or work.
Okay.
Things to make your work life easier. This will be easier for Svea in your office and at Dancing Bear. At Elk Rack, we just sell the things.
With the laser tool measuring tape that's rechargeable?
It's good for work or at home.
Okay. I thought that was your slide for like the work or office.
I used it twice on it for a reason. And it's a blender. Okay.
Ooh.
First, we have the USB humidifier.
Ooh, that's kind of cool, but then kind of alarming at the same rate because why is there smoke coming out of the bottom of this light bulb?
I don't see smoke coming out of the bottom. I see it out of the top.
Well, I mean, it's like weird that there's smoke coming out of it. That's just weird.
Well, it's a humidifier.
Oh, okay. It just kind of looks like it's like a bomb or something.
Well, it ain't a rocket and it ain't a smoke bomb. It doesn't have a bat symbol on it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Next we have is this. Okay. This is real. It's all real.
Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. It's like
this is the stress reliever enter key.
Enter.
You have to enter things if you're really mad and you're just like,
Enter.
That is what this is for.
That is so funny. How much is it?
52 payments of $55.62 and a half. We can't put. We could probably Google it right quick if you want to Google it. Right, I'm going through the slideshow.
Oh, you guys better watch out! I have a wild animal that's coming in front of the camera. I think. Oh no.
This is something you get on the unmentionable that may or may not be owned by Mr. Bezos. Hey, guess what?
Huh.
Kitty butt.
No, you saw a tail.
You saw a tail. There's a butt attached right under that tail. All right. And it sure wasn't facing that way. Okay.
You didn't see the kitty butt.
All right. Next, we have the USB neck fan.
That's cool. Is it multicolored like that?
Probably is. Because you
But
know
then-
it's going to work just like what you see in the picture. With
But do
blowing
the-
leaves and everything.
Do green shards of green come out of them?
I thought that looked like little leaves.
Looks like shards of like green paper or glass or something. I don't know if that's safe to wear.
God, I felt opposed to some glass blades on that thing, the fan. All right.
I'm getting really loopy right now. Okay.
You
Wow.
shrewd loopy girl. Okay, next we have is the USB coffee mug warmer
And it's by Mr. Coffee.
by Mr. Coffee.
Oh my
Svea,
god.
all of a sudden we see Svea. Svea, are you going to? Are you about to do this? Just shut up and take my money.
I was gonna nap.
Yeah, we're not talking about arrowheads now because you only tell that joke there 1,000 times and burn so much hole in it. Burn a hole in that joke so many times it looks like Swiss cheese backed up on each other. All right,
James, make
Yes.
it rain.
folks, you want the Mr. Coffee? If
Yes,
you do
make it
this, we'll throw in 3 extra combs for only an additional price of $65.52.
Make it
Folks,
rain.
just throw it in.
Just make it rain like this.
Take the money and go.
Woo!
That's
Okay,
probably
now
actually about
James has to pick it all
100
up.
pesos.
Now James has to pick it all up.
I do really. I'm going to be. All right, folks, shut up and take my money. All right, next we have is the USB floral
Ooh,
sentimizer, or whatever you call that.
nice. That's really cool.
It makes your office smell like
Flower.
flowers.
Flower.
I like
Hey.
to say, when you do that, somebody's going to walk by your cubicle going, "You sure smell an awful lot like flowers."
Like flowers. Hey, can
Don't
you
forget to bring your
how do you-
towel.
how does it work? Can you just make whatever scent you want, or what do you do? Like, could you put some bacon oil in there and it smells like bacon?
Baking flour, just like Burl.
I know. So you can make a bacon smell in your USB area.
Yes. And if you put in vegetable oil, it'll smell like veggies.
Really?
No, maybe.
Interesting.
Next we have, folks, is the USB Pet Rock from ThinkGeek. Yes, you plug this into your. What does a rock do? Samantha, what does a rock do? If you put it on your desk, what's it do?
That's very strange.
No, but what if you put just a regular rock on your desk? What would it do?
Just sits there.
Just sits there, nothing, right? But if you plug it into a USB port, what's it do?
Just sits there.
Sits there and does nothing.
Well, you know what though? Okay,
What?
in all fairness, the company ThinkGeek doesn't exist anymore. They've been out of business. Actually, they were purchased by GameStop. So a USB pet rock actually might be something kind of game cool, like really game cool, like maybe makes noises or flashes magical rainbow colors off of it, or could even tell you the time.
All I know is that if ThinkGeek you based all their sales and whole company based on one thing, and this was it. No wonder they went out of business. Not like us and betting our life savings on combs.
They were purchased by GameStop. Like GameStop bought them out.
Good. I did not know that. All right, next, folks, we have USB paper shredder and letter opener.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Well, based on what I'm seeing right there, if that's a paper shredder and a letter opener, it's going to open your letter, but
The shred
some
your letter.
reassembly is required.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Next, I actually have a USB pencil sharpener. It's not near my desk right now. It's in the other room, but should have brought that over to show it off. All right, next we have the USB cooling necktie.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You know what? That would have been cool to see in that TV show called Nerds. I mean, that movie called Nerds. That would have been really funny if someone had a fan in their tie.
You know, somebody out there who's probably not the greatest real estate agent has probably got one of these living out in Texas.
It is so hot in Texas right now. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It was really hot here today. It was humid and hot, and we were like, oh.
I know. We're getting monsoons today. It actually had a thunderstorm this evening. All right. Next, we have the USB thermoelectric cooler and warmer for your can of soda.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
But one soda at a time, because you never know. It's just too convenient to walk over to the fridge to get out your soda.
Well, you know what? Say you're at your desk and you come in and it's already cold and you don't want it to get warm and you want to have it cold when you drink it.
Absolutely.
I get it.
Like I said, did we point out earlier, there's not a reason until you make one.
Yes.
Okay. Next is, and this is pretty cool, the R2D2 desk vacuum cleaner that vacuums up food crumbs off your work area. So if you're eating crackers and Oreos at your work desk, like I'm not, maybe, you can have R2D2 come over and vacuum it up. And pop a little lightsaber out of his head to save Luke Skywalker.
That's very cool. I think that's awesome. I didn't even know that existed.
This is one of those things you can only get over in Korea. Next, we have, and last, the USB cooler cushion that chills your butt.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Yep. So that's what we have there. That's the USB gadgets we have for home and at the office. And with that, Svea and I would like to share some of our favorite USB gadgets that we have in our office or home. Hey, Svea,
Yeah.
stick your head next to the speaker. Back up! Okay, now.
No, I'm so tired. Oh.
Now just take your hand and go. Now do this.
It's not working.
Both hands. Both hands. Harder. Harder.
I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Buy your wake up juice. I'm ready for audience. Svea's like, hey, dude. Show us some of your USB gadgets. What you got?
Well, all I have to say is that I don't know if this is going to show up. Okay, so I have my phone. This is seriously a mega USB device, let me tell you. I put all my pictures on my computer with it. I do emails, I text. It's like the wonder of the world in regards to the best USB device that I ever plug into anything. Yeah, and then the other thing, I have a battery that's like 1 inch thick. It's like the size of it's larger than a cell phone. It's like really large. And it can plug in several USB devices. That's a USB device.
Oh, yeah, it is. 30,000 milliamp battery.
Yes.
Right. What other cool out devices do you have?
I also have a device here that is very valuable for our show. It's actually a mic. That's a USB device.
Blue Yeti microphone.
Yes, it's a wonderful. I mean, you guys hear me every show using this Blue Yeti microphone. So it's kind of cool.
I'm hoping I'm not getting the tinny thing. I got to work with microphone because I notice that every week, but I got to get my mouth right up to it because I'm sometimes back here and sometimes up there. So those are your USB gadgets.
Yeah.
Let me show what I got. So
yes, I know
first of all, you have, of course, the USB battery, 30,000 milliamp. It's got wireless charging right here, and the solar cells right here, which charge it very, very exponentially slowly. But it's also a flashlight.
Does it also have a Swiss Army knife in it?
Only if I taped it to there.
Oh.
But it also has SOS and a strobe.
Oh, strobe for scary effect.
Scary, scary. And
Yes.
that's what it has. But this is good for powering a lot of other things, including, let me grab the little stick right here. This is a little USB fan.
Oh, that's
Plug it
nice.
in. It's got an attachment to plug into your phone or an external battery. This is a little Anchor battery. This actually has a legit breeze to it. I mean, let me find something that could like. Here we go. Look at it move. Can you see it move?
Oh yeah. At first, I thought you were just moving your hand.
Nope. It's got a legit little breeze to it, folks. This isn't gonna blow a sailboat across the Pacific, but as a little personal fan, ain't bad.
Yeah.
So the little USB fan, you can find these a lot of like little Walmarts and other stuff, but that's one thing. But we might go a little bit bigger, and this can be powered by this battery for quite a while. Is we have, you know what this is?
Arctic Cool.
This is a mini swamp cooler.
Yeah, I know.
These actually, I mean, this ain't gonna cool down a room, but for us one spot, it works.
It does. Actually, Mike, one of our employees, brings his to work every time in the summer, and he uses it in a small area.
Is it Mike Ewens?
Yes.
Hi, Mike. If you're watching the show, miss you, bud. All right. So, I mean, you can power this off a battery. It's got a little USB port right here, plugs right in. These are pretty cool. I like the old ones because the new ones I bought at a local big box store. Damn thing. I just had it curious. A new design. It's like $40. I went ahead and tried it. Stupid thing broke within a week. This thing I've had like 3-4 years. It's still trucking.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
That sucks.
All right. Another USB gadget. I'm going to show two more. This is cool. This is a USB light headlamp that's recharged by USB. It is reprogrammable with USB. When you take that silicone cover, you got the USB port. And there's actually an app you can put into your PC or Mac and reprogram the light. And this sucker's like 420 lumens. It is bright.
Wow.
It does a long time. I love this little sucker. Matter of fact, it's got a, let me get the thing here. So you got the light here at the bottom. You can actually reprogram that to have that little light. It's supposed to be like a reading light. Go back and forth like a Cylon. Or Kit
Or like
from Night
Kit,
Rider.
yeah. I was gonna say, or Kit, yeah.
And I'm just like, how cool is that? I'm trying to turn it off. Okay, turn it off. But I mean, so you can reprogram the little sucker and have it do like little party things and novelties, which is fun. But then, you know, when you actually need it for camping and stuff like that, but it pops right in there. Love this little sucker. Got it at REI. It's called a Bill Beef. This is cool. And it's pretty tough and it's pretty waterproof. Now, there's some other things to show. I've got a big solar panel. There's batteries and stuff like that. I want to show one live. We've only got so much time, so I'm going to go back and show the coolest thing I have of a USB gadget.
I wanted to mention one honorable mention in regards to USB gadget. There's actually Ray-Ban sunglasses that can take photos.
I've seen those. And the cameras and MP3 players and sunglasses.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I was like, wow, this is so cool. There's so much wearable technology that's developing that people can do all kinds of cool stuff with.
Absolutely. Now, we got to do a show just on that, but we can only cover the stuff. We're kind of going after the not so expensive things. Now, folks, I'm going to turn off these lights in my office, and I'm going to show the greatest USB device I have, the gadget. It is
I think
amazing.
I know what it is.
USB disco light.
Yes.
Guys, it's awesome. It's a disco light.
Yeah.
It makes me want to think of Saturday Night Fever and dance like John Travolta.
That's cool.
Yes. It also, I wasn't talking to you, Google. My phone was answering. It makes me look like I have space measles.
Yes. And it also makes your face disappear a little bit.
My face obscure a little bit?
Disappear.
Yes, because I have space measles.
Oh my God.
What? How strange is this?
Oh, I feel so good to lay back like this. I think I'll take a nap.
We have a show to do, Svea. I'm here for our audience. You better do that before I disappear from space measles.
Hey, Mochi. Mochi's here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get this going and get my overhead lights back on.
Oh, do you want to be on the show? Okay, he wants to be on the show. Mochi wants to be on the show. Come here.
Okay.
Okay, come here.
So leave it right here.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Space measles.
He came over and he's like, hey, I want to be on the show. See? Okay, he's going away now. He just
You remember that character? Did you watch The Suicide Squad directed by James Gunn that came out last summer?
No.
They had a character, a lot of cussing, folks. It is what it is. But they had a character on there named Polka Dot Man. It's like, what's his power? He throws polka dots. And it's hilarious. And I'm thinking, Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, you are totally Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man.
You know what I was thinking about? I wonder if, I don't know, because Stranger Things was really popular like right before the pandemic.
Yes.
And so we didn't really get a chance to really see too much Stranger Things Halloween costumes. And I was just thinking about how I wonder if there actually are a whole bunch of kids that are going around. They're going to go around as 11. They're going to do the blood drip from the nose, and they're going to wear the hospital gown. I just thought about that today.
I got to start watching that show.
It's such a cool show. I really like
it. Mentions of it and all that.
And you know what? They're actually going to have the new episodes coming out soon, so I'm excited about that.
Got to remember that. I just came across a slide that showed the coolest USB thing of all evening.
What is it?
Folks, prepare yourself.
Yeah, what is it?
For the most amazing USB device we can show tonight.
The
USB missile launcher.
Oh, that would be fun. You know what? That would have been really fun if they had that in the office. Jim could have sent over the missiles to Dwight. That would have been hilarious.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen like YouTube videos of them. They have like an 8-foot or 10-foot range. I mean, pretty decent.
Yeah, and you know, Jim and Dwight had a total war.
Yeah, Dwight would win most of the time. No, Jim would win most of the time.
You know, it was really funny. Like he put the pencils all in between the desks, sticking up like a fence. And then Dwight takes his book. He's like, bang, bang, bang. He's hitting each one out. I'm sorry.
I gotta watch.
I have to watch that show again. That was such a funny show.
Go watch more of that. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off with a few things. We're going to go ahead and bring in what society says about USB with the memes. We're going to go ahead and show a few of these. I don't know about how to. I don't know how to act around her. USB yourself.
That is so.
And with that, we have wrong, correct.
Oh my God!
3 tries to put in a USB cord.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. It's so wrong.
This is the way it works. All right, next we have friend. What is it? Me? It's a USB-C. It's a USB-C cord. All right. Now we have you will never be as useless as this USB to USB. Folks, take a look at it.
That makes no sense at all.
It is a USB to USB.
No sense. Actually, you know what? No, you know what it is?
Extender?
It's not useless. If you have a cord that's 3 feet long and you need to have another USB because you don't have a 6-foot long USB cord, you could take 2 3-foot USB cords, connect it together, and you'll have a 6-foot cord. That is not entirely useless.
Well, that just ruined that meme, Svea. You ruined somebody's night from laughing.
Oh, no. Never mind. It is useless. You know why? Because it's not that end to the end. Yeah, never mind.
Bingo. All right, now we have shrink down.
Shrink.
Shrink down. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to take a minute of reading. You want to read it for their audience, or shall I?
I can read it. Does your laptop keep running out of power? No longer. Use this natural power of your own laptop to recharge itself. Use the USB self-charger cable and never run out of power again. Oh, that's so funny.
That's like trying to recharge a battery by plugging it into itself, folks, basically.
Yes.
And with that, we go ahead and finish off with when you insert USB correctly on your first try. Yes.
Yes.
And then this one's just mischievous as heck. PC makes USB device unplugged noise. Me, what got unplugged? The PC? Oh, no.
That's
Anybody
funny.
with multiple USB devices will know what the heck.
Like
What?
nothing's been unplugged.
Totally. So with that, we're just going to skip that one. Not sure if it's an input or output device or pass through. Gotta love Philip J. Fry. And then we have my favorite. If the USA is so great, why would someone make a USB?
Nice. That is funny.
Got it. So with that, we're going
done.
a little 1 minute to overtime, aren't we?
Okay, James, what are we going to do next week?
Next week we are doing weddings.
Yay! Weddings!
Yep, we're working on it, folks. We're going to have friend of the show and previous guest, Melody Varag from Lakeside Rodeo Committee, to come on because Melody is getting married this November.
Getting married in the morning.
And Melody, I'm still waiting for you to invite me to officiate the wedding.
Going to the chapel and she's gonna get married.
She's on the rodeo grounds.
Going to the chapel and she's gonna get married. Okay.
All right, folks.
And my friend is getting married this weekend. Yay!
Congratulations. A friend of mine named Jonathan Vermont just got married last Sunday. I had to miss his wedding because I was at to be at the powwow.
Yay!
Can I tell what I'm doing for his wedding present? Can I tell what I'm doing for his wedding present?
Are you going to give him a USB night charger?
No, but this is actually really cool. Okay. Jonathan and I are both sci-fi geeks. You get us together, we will talk sci-fi, Babylon 5, Star Trek, blah, 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 for hours and have. I actually work with him in Scouts, and he's like, people are like, we'll be doing a service project digging dirt out, and people are like, what are these two talking about? And we're just like on and on and on working while we're working. So I decided, Jonathan, since I know well, that I am going to make him he likes my knives, so I'm making a nice, really cool agate blade knife with a deer antler handle, and on the handle will be carved the Klingon symbol.
Oh.
And on the blade will be a constellation of the outline of the constellation Cassiopeia, with one star in particular being emphasized on the blade. The star Kronos.
Oh.
Don't tell me that ain't badass.
That's pretty dang cool. And I'm getting sleepy, so let's close this up.
All right, folks. Svea, you're Svea, not sleepy. You are not one of the 11 dwarves.
I'm getting sleepy.
Wake up!
I'm going to sleep.
Wake up.
It's
Shake
late.
you up.
Oh my God.
I'm going to reach my hand over through here and shake you awake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake yourself. Shake yourself. Now she's disappearing.
I can't. Okay.
Shake yourself. Okay, good enough. All right, folks. This has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. We will see you. By the way, if you haven't guessed, we have pre-recorded this show. Svea is saving the world right now, and I am off whitewater kayaking in the Southern Sierras.
Yes, so.
But we will be back live next week. We will be live.
Yes, we will. Yay.
Yes, we will. So, folks, with that, this has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Thank you for watching. Svea, shake yourself awake. We must dance. Or you will also receive space measles. With that, folks.
You tap dance. Oh, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks in Svea. Take yourself awake.
Good night, everyone. Bye.